Okay, gut health in menopause. Now, there's a couple of different ways that we would treat this, and we take all of our clients through like a 3-step strategy. So if you're struggling with gut health, it's either going to be one or a combination of these 3 things that you need to do. Firstly, you want to figure out if there's any foods that you're currently eating that your body is now sensitive to. Now, these can be, and this is important to note, these can be new onsets of foods. So when we go through menopause and the diversity of our microbiome, our bacteria in our gut shifts, it does develop new onsets of sensitivities. So what we try and say to our clients is get to know your gut again. So what foods maybe worked for you before maybe no longer may work. So you can utilize an elimination, so going through what kind of foods. Now we have inside of the Menopause Lab, which is our free menopausal portal. If you've been following me for a while, I harp on about it all the time. But inside of there, we have a full gut health section. And inside of here, we actually have a gut health tracker. So you'll be able to do this and it'll show you what foods you should and shouldn't be eating. So that's the first thing you want to do. Eliminate foods that your gut can no longer digest. That's going to be actually the most beneficial, and 9 times out of 10, that's the issue. Secondly, you want to include foods that are needed to optimize your gut health. So some of these most common ones are things like eating more fiber. So in and around 25 to 30 grams of fiber. I've popped here some examples of fiber foods. Take a screenshot. You also want to include some probiotic and prebiotic foods, not supplements. So again, I'll show a few foods here and you can grab a screenshot. We always go for food first compared to supplements. We actually find these more beneficial, they're a lot more sustainable long term, and you don't need to keep buying supplements month to month in order to help your health. So always food first. Again, inside of the Menopause Lab, you will see that inside of here we do a lot of teaching in terms of gut health. The final thing that it could be is a dysregulation of cortisol. So cortisol or stress inflames our intestines, which can leave digestion harder, bloating, and so on. So some cortisol increasing activities that you would definitely want to reduce if you're having a lot of gut problems is skipping meals can increase cortisol. The overuse of caffeine can increase cortisol. Not eating enough and over exercising can increase cortisol. I'll list a full list here. So these are the 3 things that I would go through with any client currently struggling with gut issues. Eliminating foods that they're struggling to digest, optimizing their food for gut health, and trying to reduce cortisol that could be inflaming their intestines, making it harder to digest foods. Again, make sure you join the Menopause Lab if you want more teachings on this. They are entirely for free, all the workshops. I'm on a huge mission to make sure that all women get access to menopausal education for free. So check that out if you want that, but hopefully those 3 steps will help.